Yeah.
It sounds like,
We said we needed a little more room behind our
elder room.
elbow room.
Yep, okay.
All right, we're returning from executive session. No decisions on any matters, before council were, decided. So we're gonna pick up with, the next one on our agenda, which is ordinance O-53-24, an ordinance authorizing an amendment to the police chief's employment ordinance, O-13-22. This is an emergency submitted by the mayor. May I have a motion, please?
So move. Second.
May I have a motion on the emergency, please?
So move.
Second.
Any questions? All right, Rhonda, can I have a roll call on the emergency, please?
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Don Moore,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. And now a roll call on the ordinance, please.
Don Moore,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, next is ordinance O-54-24, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a supplemental agreement with the Trumbull County Board of Commissioners for upgrades to the Mosquito Creek Sewage Treatment Plant. This is the first reading submitted by the service director. May I have a motion, please?
So move. Second.
So this basically is the agreement with, the Trumbull County Commissioners, or the Trumbull County Sanitary Engineers, actually, for all the upgrades, and it's basically spells out our portion, the percentage and what we are going to pay back as part of that upgrade, so.
Finally getting it in writing.
Yep,
Have it
After
right.
how many years?
Yeah, it took a minute.
This,
yeah, just a minute.
Yeah.
all right, any other questions of Kim? All right, Rhonda, can I have a roll call, please?
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Don Moore,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, next is ordinance O-55-24, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with K2M Design to provide professional design services for generator improvements. This is an emergency submitted by the service director. May I have a motion, please?
So move. Second.
May I have a motion on the emergency, please?
So move.
Second.
So K2M is actually helping us with, the safety service complex, and I've asked them to give me a quote, and, the quote came back favorable, so they're going to help us design the generators. As you know, the commissioners, Trumbull County Commissioners gave us $300,000 to use for 2 new generators, for backups for our wells. So, they will be doing the design, all the way through to construction. They're gonna see it all the way through to construction. But we need to have an emergency because we need to get started on this. The funds have to be appropriate, have to be under contract by the end of the year. So we need to get rolling, they need to get something on paper and get a bid out.
Thank you, Kim. Any other questions? Okay, Rhonda, can I have a roll call on the emergency, please?
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Don Moore,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. And now a roll call on the ordinance, please.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Don Moore,
Yes.
Scott Rowley,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Okay, next is ordinance O-56-24, an ordinance repealing ordinance O-30-24, employment for the Special Projects Coordinator for the City of Cortland, Ohio. This is an emergency submitted by the mayor. May I have a motion, please?
So move. Second.
May I have a motion, or may I have a motion on the emergency, please?
So move.
Second. Okay, so everybody's talking about 2 ordinances at a time, so I'll do that.
Stick with us.
So this is repealing Jeffrey's contract, so he will no longer be an employee of the city of Portland, but then the second ordinance hires him as a consultant. And he'll continue to do the same things he's been doing for the city, but as a consultant rather than an employee. Yep.
Any questions of the mayor? All right, Rhonda, can I have a roll call on the emergency, please?
John Moore,
Yes.
Scott Riley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes, and now a roll call on the ordinance, please.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
Scott Riley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. Okay, next up is ordinance O-57-24, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Fuji Lee Strategies LLC for consulting services for the city of Cortland. This is an emergency submitted by the mayor. May I have a motion, please?
So moved. Second.
May I have a motion on the emergency, please?
So moved. Second.
And we already heard from the mayor on the, this is a follow-up to the previous ordinance. So, but are there any other questions? All right, Rhonda, can I have a roll call on the emergency, please?
Scott Riley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. And now a roll call on the ordinance, please.
Scott Riley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Dick McLean,
Yes.
John Moore,
Yes.
Kevin Pyros.
Yes. All right, that concludes our new business. Now, I know you're all just dying to give your department reports, and now we're gonna go. Fire chief. Didn't bring any paper up with you.
Oh, I could get something on. No, the only thing I have is we started the onboarding process for our electronic reporting system. Seems to be going well. We should have a go-live date of January 1. So start the new year off fresh. Other than that, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? All right, thanks, chief.
Thank you.
Next up, service department, Kim.
Fairway Drive project started just today, so, it really isn't going to disrupt anyone, other than the people who live back there. There's a lot of equipment today, they're moving things around, moving things in, and they already started digging. They'll set up barriers today and tomorrow, and they'll probably, maybe late this week, they'll already start pouring concrete. So, they're gonna, yeah, they're well underway, so they're not gonna waste any time.
Is there an estimate of how long it takes?
About 6 weeks, it should take the whole project. So they'll do one side, get that all in place, and then move it over to the other side.
Is it two pieces that are going in there, or?
They're actually 7-foot sections that go in pieces, but yeah, they'll do one half of the culvert at a time, the box culvert. So, because you have to keep traffic
Yeah.
going, because there's no
And
other
you've got
way out
construction
in
going
and out
back
of
there.
there. What's that?
You've got a house being constructed back there too.
Yeah, talk about bad timing,
Yeah.
But we'll make it work.
Yeah.
It'll work out okay. And then if anyone, I don't know if anyone's heard or read, but we received $75,000 in EPA grant money to fund a new salt bin. So, that was confirmed just last week, so that was good news. So that's all I have. If anyone else has any questions?
Do we have to create a new fund for that?
Probably. I'm just writing it down because it's the first I heard of it, so I'm gonna have to get some of the information.
Any questions of Kim? All right, thanks, Kim. All right, Patty, just throw it over to you.
Okay,
Finance department.
thank you for the support of all the legislation I had on the agenda tonight. Other than that, I have nothing else to add, but we'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? All right, thanks, Patty. Police department, Chief Morris.
I want to thank you for your support of all the legislation. We'll execute the contract tonight to get those block cameras, the last 2 installed, so you won't be able to come into the city without getting blocked. So that's good. I work till 11 tonight, so I can stand up here and answer any questions you have.
Any questions of the police chief? All right, thanks, Chief. All right, Mayor.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank you for approving my legislation this evening, especially for KO and for Fuji Lee. We're gonna continue to keep Patty busy, generating new funds by bringing in more money. So, last Friday, I had the opportunity to be one of the hosts for Morning at Mosquito. We hosted about 50 dignitaries at Mosquito Lake to introduce them to the idea of why the lake is so important to our area, our economy, our quality of life. We had several speakers, and it ended with boat rides. We're gonna make this an annual event, and heard a lot of good comments and a lot of, I didn't know that kind of comments. So it was very beneficial. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you all these, I'll give you all these announcements. Mosquito fogging will be the weeks of August 14th and 28th. Curbside brush pickup is the week of August 26th. Please have your brush out Sunday night, the 25th. The electric aggregate rate now through July 2025 is 6.456 cents per kilowatt hour through Dynegy. You must opt out to be excluded. I think this information is on the website. Downtown events coming up. We have our next Coffee with Portland event is on Friday this time from 9 to noon, and I will be joined by our department head. Everybody's looking forward to that, so our residents can ask me questions directly. Our next food truck night will be on Wednesday, August 22nd from 5 to 8. And our last announcement, Lakeview Schools start August 21st. It's hard to believe that's already happening. Now, I don't think I'm breaking any confidences, but I wanted to let you know, we haven't been talking about cell towers for a bit. I had a Zoom meeting with Vertical Bridge, who is a company who builds towers for Verizon. They've engaged a contract with a private landowner to build a cell tower. It will be behind Payne Auto Body. So it'll be well off the road, and it's only 150 feet tall. They will be going before planning and zoning on Monday, next Monday, a week from today, and hopefully we'll be able to progress from there.
I'm happy with that.
Good. I thought you guys would be.
Yeah.
I thought you would be. So that's all I have.
We ended on a real positive note.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any questions of the mayor? All right, well, thank you, Mayor. Are there any committee reports this evening?
Kevin, the Marketing and Business Growth Committee met last Monday evening. We spent a considerable amount of time going over all the upcoming events in downtown. In our next meeting coming up at the end of August, we're going to start concentrating on the parking lot on West Main Street. Now that we have the funding for that, we'll start to finalize some of our plans and share those with all the interested parties.
Any other,
Kevin, yeah, one thing, in the, 8.5 years I've been on council, I don't think I've ever seen an agenda where we've had so many grants announced. So just kudos to the department heads, the mayor, for, going after these grants. And if you add up all the total of dollars here, it's quite a sum.
yes, very good, well, thank you, Don. Is there anyone from the audience with questions, council? Any last minute announcements from council? All right, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
So, second.
Rhonda, can I roll call?
Dick McLean,
Yes?
Don Moore,
Yes.
Scott Riley,
Yes.
Kathy Fleischer,
Yes.
Kevin Pyro.
Yes. Thank you for bearing with me on this.
That was